Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do this eye look and tell you guys all about a new palette that I picked up from Huda Beauty. This is the Coral Obsessions palette. She came out with two. I personally am kind of over the all shimmer palettes. I just don't reach for them myself, so I skipped it and just grabbed this. It's another warm tone shadow palette. Right up my alley. I still can't get enough. But these coral shades have been really hot recently, and then I really wanted to see about this yellow right here. If you watched my last review of the palettes when she first initially released the first four, I did not like the Warm Obsessions palette. I felt like they just kind of blended away to nothingness, and I had to put a lot of work into it, so I returned that one. I wanted to see if this warm tone palette was going to be better or along the same lines of that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the swatches, talk about the price and everything, and then I will show you this look, and we will talk about my first impressions. So $27, I like the price point on this, and then you're getting 9 shades in here, and you've got matte shades as well as 2 shimmers, which is this top one here and this shade here. In the palette, when you're just looking at it, these 2 shades right here look like they're going to be identical, but they're not. This one's definitely lighter, and this one is deeper whenever you swatch it and apply it to the lids. Now let's go ahead and jump into this eye look. I'm going to start off with the yellow on a weighing glass number 16. I'm going to concentrate this just on this outer V right here and raising it upward. This is a really fluffy brush, and it seems to be pretty pigmented, but it is natural hair, so it does help to pick up the pigment. MAC 221, I'm going to take that same shade on the lower outer half as well. I'm not taking this all the way in, just on the outer half, kind of connecting the two. So Wave 227, I'm taking the very last shade in the middle row, starting on the outer V here and then working it into the crease. And I'm going to use this as a slight transition. So it's not going to cover up the yellow, but it's going to be more pigmented and bring it up just slightly higher right here. I just want the yellow to peek through on this outer corner. Back in with the MAC 221, and I'm going to run this all along the lower lash line. Goss number 17, first row lash shade. Initially, I'm going to put this on the outer corner and the inner corner, and then I'm going to merge the two like a little rainbow. Going back in with that 227, I'm just going right around the edges. I feel like I lost a little bit of the last shade I did. So I'm blending out that peach shade and also kind of adding in a little bit of what's left on my brush from that orange shade. I'm actually going to go ahead and just add in a little bit more of that orange because I just feel like it went away. 221 and that peachy pink all along the lower lash line. Linda Hallberg 303, the very last shade in the palette. This is not wet, this is dry. I'm layering this up a little bit, but it is working just fine with this brush, and this is a synthetic brush. I'm basically popping this all over the lid, just leaving a hint of that last shade out. First shade, middle row, and a Bdellium 781. I'm going to go on the outer V. This doesn't look like it's super pigmented. Yeah, this one needs a little help. I'm also going to put it on the inner corner. Bdellium 763 in that hot pink shade. I'm going to tap this right at my lash band. And then I'm also going to tap it real close to the lower lash line. I'm going to add on some lashes and I will be right back. Alright, all I did to finish off the eye look was add on my Kiss Sultry A lashes, and then I added a little bit, just a little bit of my Amrezy ABH highlighter on the inner corner. So first impression thoughts on the Coral palette. I actually like this. I do think that you have to build up these shades a little bit. Not as bad as the last Warm, I think it's Warm Obsessions. That palette, I just felt like it blended into nothing. This one is kind of in between that and my two favorites here, the Smoky palette and the Mauve Obsessions. These are still my two favorite from the line, but this one's good. I do like it. You just have to put a little bit more effort into it and build up the shades. I really like the eye look I got. I love this center shade, and I used that dry. So not my favorite, but not something that I'm going to return either. I do like this palette. I especially like that the yellow stayed. Like even after all the blending I did and everything, the yellow, you can still see it. I like the color and the pigmentation of it. That was like the very first shadow. I was like, let me go ahead and see if this is a good yellow. And that one is not a bad yellow at all. All right, you guys, let me know if you picked this palette up, what you think about it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.